I'm stationed down in Tampa, Florida, and I would go up to Walter Reed every couple months to see my guys that were coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, guys who were terribly injured. And when guys were badly injured, if they were burned, we'd send them to San Antonio, to Fort Sam Houston. But if they were amputees or bad blast victims, they would go to Walter Reed. So I go up to see some of my guys, and there were 5 guys up there. 3 of them had lost arms or legs, and a couple of them were blast injuries. 3 Army Rangers, and 1 Navy SEAL who I knew, and an Army Green Beret. And I spent about 2 hours, and while I didn't know these guys personally, except for the Navy SEAL, I knew how to talk to them. They were kind of my guys. We talked about football. We talked about a lot of things. And for about 2 hours, them and with their wives and girlfriends. And then as we're finishing up, I'm getting ready to leave. The sergeant major who's escorting me says, "Hey, sir, there's one other person we'd like you to meet. He's not a special operations guy. He was with the 1st Infantry Division in Iraq. And the vehicle he was in was hit by an explosively formed projectile, essentially a rocket. Rocket came into the vehicle, killed everybody in the vehicle, and left him as a quadruple amputee." So I said, absolutely, I'd love to go visit this young man. So I go up to the 2nd floor of the Army Rehab Center, and I see him leaning against the rail up there. Of course, he's only this tall because he's got no legs. So he's wearing his shorties. So a lot of times before they give you the taller prosthetics, they give you these shorties so the kids can learn to get their balance. So I came over and I knelt down, and so I get kind of eye to eye with him. And he must have seen something in my eyes, some sense of pity, some sense of remorse. I just didn't know what to say to him. And finally he looks at me and says, "Hey, sir, I'm 24 years old. I'm going to be just fine." I'm 24 years old. I'm going to be just fine. I never forgot that. I never forgot that. That young man inspired me, and my men probably inspire and motivate and are responsible for the health and welfare of another 1.5 million people in the military. And I realized that no matter how bad a day I was going to have, it was never going to be as bad as this young man. And if he could be okay, I could find a way to be okay too. That is the nature of hope, the most powerful force in the universe. I tell folks, look, if you want to be successful, if you want to give people hope, you have no idea of what one phone call can do. You have no idea of what one note can do. You have no idea what a little hope and compassion and thankfulness to the people around you can do. The cascading effect is always worth it. You're never going to have an opportunity, probably in your life, to capture a Saddam Hussein or rescue a Captain Phillips or get a bin Laden, but every single one of you will have an opportunity to write a note, make a phone call, thank somebody for their work, give them a little bit of hope.